caught a hanger, Sarge. We caught a hanger, Sarge. We caught a hanger, Sarge. The only girl I've ever loved was born with roses in her eyes. But then they buried her alive. I already don't like that one. The only girl I've ever loved. We caught a hanger, Sarge. We caught a hanger, Sarge. The only girl I've ever loved was born with roses in her eyes. But then they buried her alive one evening, 1945, with just her sister at her side. But only weeks before the guns all came and rained on everyone. Now she's a little boy in Spain, playing pianos filled with flames, empty rings around the sun. I'll sing the same, my dream has come. Now we must pick up every piece of the life we used to love, just to keep ourselves at least enough to carry on. And now we ride the circus wheel with your dark brother wrapped in white. Says it was good to be alive. Now he rides a comet's flame, won't be coming back again. Earth looks better from a star, it's right above from where you are. He didn't mean to make you cry, sparks that ring and bullets fly on empty rings around your heart. The world just screams and falls apart. Now we must pick every piece of the life we used to love, just to keep ourselves at least enough to carry on. And here's where your mother sleeps. Here is the room where your brothers were born. Indentions in the sheets where their bodies once moved but don't move anymore. And it's so sad to see the world agree. They'd rather see their faces filled with flies. Oh, when I want to keep white roses in their eyes. That might be good. Yeah, that's probably the best I can do this song. I had to slow it down a lot. I had to slow it down because I can't sing like he sings it. And I was running out of breath too. I tried to make it slower in the transitions to keep my breath fresh. I was running out of breath there. I tried to do it differently this week because I knew this song by almost by heart, but I've been having trouble with my breath control and forcing my voice out and trying to sing like other people. My Patty Griffin cover was terrible. Like, I was really forcing it and I hated it, but I can't do it again. This whole series is to kind of see if I can improve myself by doing this. It's Friday morning. I usually do this on Saturdays, but for some reason I woke up. I watched like 20 covers on YouTube of Holland 1945, and I wanted to do it today. So I probably won't post this till Saturday, but yeah, this song was in my head all morning when I woke up around 8 o'clock. I watched a bunch of covers on YouTube. There's like 100 different covers of this song, and I just got the urge to try it. I knew this song pretty much by heart, almost like all the lyrics by heart. I've tried to play this whole album before, like the whole Airplane Over the Sea album. I've tried to learn the whole thing, but it's so hard to sing, man. I would have to slow everything down, like maybe just not, maybe the title track I could do, like because that's already waltzy. Like I feel like I have to slow things down to match my breathing or something. I can't do it like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. The only girl I've ever loved. I would run out of breath by like the second verse. I can't do it. I'm still like getting my breath back, but I think that's the best I can do this song. It's tough to sing Neutral Milk Hotel. I wanted to pick a song I could sing, and this was probably the best one I could do, somewhat respectable. And I had to do my own slowed down kind of mellow style because that's the only way I could do it. And yeah, this entire album's like in my top five albums of all time. Probably lyrically, my favorite lyrical album, my favorite concept album. I found this album, Neutral Milk Hotel, in the Airplane Over the Sea, like probably 20 years ago, off the e-music site. I downloaded it one day just because it looked cool and there was an article about it or something. I downloaded Neutral Milk Hotel in the Airplane Over the Sea and Gillian Welch, Time the Revelator on the same day, and those are like two of my top 10 albums. And the concept's cool. The whole Anne Frank thing is weird and crazy and interesting. I was like, he was able to make. I always say his name wrong. Jeff Mangum. He was able to make a concept album from a book from the 40s, right? Anne Frank diaries from like 40 something. Like I'm thinking some kid 100 years from now will hear Neutral Milk Hotel and they write something from that. And it's kind of cool how the artistic ether just keeps going and going and going like that. That kid 100 years from now would be like, who the hell is Anne Frank? And then he'll learn about this album from like some Google algorithm, and then he'll create another piece of music based on like in the Airplane Over the Sea. That's just cool to me how art can pass like that through the generations. Like I don't know, these are weird thoughts I have, but I love this album. This song, I guess, might be my favorite because if you listen to it, it's just so high energy. The way he sings it, he doesn't even like take a breath, man. I don't know how he sings like this with it. He just screams it like the whole time. And I try to sing like him, and I don't got the pipes for even to do like half what he's doing. I have to do the mellow version because that's all I got in me, man. But yeah, this song's really cool. It's simple. I'm probably playing even slower now. But it's just like simple G, C, D, G, simple four chords throughout the whole song. Just mix them up a little bit. But is it my favorite Neutral Milk song? It's one of them. This one, "Oh Comely," that entire album. But those are probably the two songs that wowed me the most because of the vocals. Holland 1945 and "Oh Comely." The vocals are just crazy, man. And yeah, the entire album flows perfectly. Um, yeah, a lot of people make memes of the album cover, and yeah, there's like a whole internet universe dedicated to making fun of this album. But yeah, it's in my top five. I have to. It was very inspirational, very influential on me. Like I tried to copy it with my lyric writing when I was younger, but you can't copy an album like this. It's just one of those albums, one of those gems that comes out of nowhere. That's what makes it kind of interesting to me. I can't compare it to anything else. I listened to "On Avery Island," the first Neutral Milk, maybe once or twice, and it's good, but this one just has a special nostalgia element. And before I listened to stuff like indie stuff like this, I was like, or shoegaze stuff. All I listened to was pop punk and like emo. Like at that point in my life, I was like listening to Dashboard Confessional and stuff. Like no offense to him, he's talented, but like all that teenage emo stuff was like that was a big part of my music brain back then. Then I heard Gillian Welch and Decemberist and Bright Eyes, Neutral Milk Hotel, and it just went from there and there. Fleet Foxes came out, and you just start growing and listening to all this indie stuff, folky stuff, and it kind of grew from there. So I had to do a song from Neutral Milk because not only do I love the album musically, vocally, lyrically, but it led me to so many things. And I feel like he could tour this album like once a year and people will go see it. If Neutral Milk just played like a couple months a year and just toured this album and played it front to back, I feel like they would get enough people to go see it. That's how good it is. But you know, that's kind of boring for a band. Just be like, we only have one album. We're not going to play anything else. Like, I'm sure they have other stuff I just haven't listened to. I liked "On Avery Island," but I never really go back to it for some reason. Maybe I'll listen to it again later today and see if I like it more now. I think they have some other shorter albums too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This album's just like a special moment in time or something. Whatever he was going through in his head to write an album like this was just crazy, man. And yeah, I love concept albums. There's an indie, like punk rock feel to this album. There's a rawness. I love the production, like fuzzy guitar, not quite shoegaze, but fuzzy enough to make me happy. And all the other weird instruments and like folky elements. I don't know, is it like an Eastern European flavor to it, like gypsy music? And that's just cool stuff. And yeah, in the airplane over the sea, when I get the urge to listen to it, I usually listen to the whole thing. It's an album you just have to listen to front to back in order and not split it up or pause it all because it's a singular piece of music like that. There's not many albums like that that can just go seamlessly like that. That's what I'm always trying to create. So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to keep rambling, but the reason I had to pick Neutral Milk Hotel was because of that. I tried to model so many of my songs and albums just on that particular album, In the Airplane Over the Sea. And I knew I had to pick something at some point because it's such a it was such a pivotal moment in my musical life just to enjoy music, but also as a songwriter and try to write different types of music. Like I was never gonna write Dashboard Confessional songs. No offense, he is a talented guy. I just don't really. It's for teenagers. Like, I can't listen to Dashboard now and be like, oh, this is great. Like I just can't. If I have kids, I would be like, and they're getting into their teeny romance years, then I'd recommend Dashboard Confessional to them. I'm not making fun of the dude, but yeah, before this era of my life, that was My Chemical Romance and Dashboard Confessional. I listened to other stuff too, like heavier stuff too, but I was all into the emo stuff, like in the early 2000s. What was that band? There was a punk band with like a violin player, like Blink 182 with a violin player. Ocean Avenue band. I can't even remember their name. But I was all into that type of music, pop punk stuff. So yeah, the reason In the Airplane Over the Sea was so important is it was a branch to so many different things: shoegaze music, indie, lo-fi stuff, beach house, and music like that, dream pop. And I loved I loved everything, man. Like so, I don't know why I was so stubborn in my younger days. Like I only like punk rock. I'm only a punk rock kid. Like it's like you have to pretend to find your tribe musically when you're younger, and not be a part of any other genre. I'm only punk rock, specifically the Epitaph label. Nothing else will work for my musical taste. Like, I wasn't completely like that. Like, I listened to Bob Marley like every other white suburban kid. Listened to Bob Marley. I even saw the Wailers in concert with like Toots and the Maytals in high school, but not because I was cool, because other people I knew were cool. And I just tagged along, like, yeah, I'm cool. I like reggae, but I honestly do like it now. But when you're 15, you don't even know what you like at that point. When you're 15, 14, whatever I was, you go see the Wailers. It's like you don't know the history behind it. Like you've heard of Bob Marley at that point, but whatever. I'm rambling now. But yeah, if you're the only person on earth that's never heard of Neutral Milk Hotel and In the Airplane Over the Sea, like go listen to it now because it's worth listening to. Even if you don't like that loud, fuzzy guitar music, the songs are just really expertly crafted, and the production, I love the production. And even if you're a person who only likes classical music, I feel like you can appreciate it as a singular piece of music. If you're a 70-year-old person who only listens to classical, go listen to Neutral Milk Hotel, In the Airplane Over the Sea, through the whole thing. It's only like maybe 40 minutes. And think of it like a piece of classical music. You have to listen to the whole thing all the way through, like a symphony or something. And maybe you'll appreciate it more that way. Because there's a powerful message in it, musically and lyrically. And yeah, that's all I really had to say. Like, I guess I was just eager to try to do this song some justice because I love it so much. That's why I had to do it now. And also, I heard that musicians don't eat food before they perform. So it's like 10 a.m. right now, and I was about to eat breakfast, but I was like, maybe I should test it to see if I don't eat anything, maybe I can sing a little bit better from my gut and I won't have food inside me or liquid. All I took was like a vitamin today when I woke up. So maybe that would help. I think when I did the Patty Griffin one, I had breakfast and then maybe I waited a couple hours and then I tried to do it. I hate that cover, man. I don't want to delete it because maybe I can do it again like months from now and get better with it. But the way I sang it, it was like so forced out of my throat. Like there's a Seinfeld episode where Elaine is with a dude who's like a saxophone player, and it's like a metaphor for sex, like because he tries too hard, and like when he plays a saxophone later in the episode, he's like blowing too hard. That's what it felt like when I was singing the Patty Griffin song. Like I didn't have any breath. I was just forcing it out from like some unknown area of my body or something. it's not completely bad, but when I tried to get like the more passionate stuff, I couldn't hit any of those notes. It was just terrible, man. And yeah, so I'll try. Maybe it's better in the morning before I eat anything. Like all I eat is cereal. Like, I just have cereal and coffee pretty much every morning. Maybe an avocado and like I don't know. I guess you shouldn't eat anything at all or drink anything. But I don't know. I always heard musicians don't even like performing in the morning when musicians go on like NPR Tiny Desk concert. I guess that's in the morning and it's kind of tough to do sometimes. I don't know. But maybe that was in my head when I woke up this morning. I just wanted to get it done over and done with. I only tried it maybe 2 or 3 times today, and whatever that. I hope it sounds okay because sometimes I think it's good, and then I'll listen to it. I'm like, man, this is terrible. Like the Patty Griffin one. But yeah, that's about it. I'm talking too much. But yeah, Neutral Milk Hotel in the airplane over the sea. Uh, it's been talked to death. I even talked about it in one of my preparing for my book release videos where I shared the vinyl copy, and it's been talked about to death. But it's just a great album. Like it's almost like don't let the reverse hype affect your opinions because now it's so in the mind meld musically, and it might bias people because people think it's a joke album or something at this point, but it's not, man. It's hard to play. I can't sing like Jeff Mangum. I don't think many people can. Although I found some cool covers of people trying to do it like that, belting it out. Some of them worked. A lot of people had to slow it down, like me though. The only girl I've ever loved was born with roses. Like that was the only way I could kind of keep a melody going if I slowed it down like that. But that's it. Go check it out. Go on Spotify or wherever you get your music and make Neutral Milk Hotel 10 cents by listening to the album, which which kind of sucks. They should get paid more money for it. But that's it.